Hey, Michael Church, Crawl Space Ninja. Today we got a great Ask a Ninja from Pedro. He's got a crawl space with a split level home and a garage, and he's trying to figure out how to control humidities with all these different things going on. Stay tuned. If you're new to Crawl Space Ninja, we talk about everything related to indoor air quality, humidity control, waterproofing. We hope you'll subscribe to our channel, ring that notifications bell, follow us on Facebook, make sure you check out our DIY store and our franchise opportunities. All right, Pedro, let's get into this. I have a split level home that I have owned for just a year now. The summer I purchased the vapor barrier from your website. Well, thank you very much, Pedro. I appreciate that. And have decided to go all the way with encapsulating the crawl space. It's slow going due to finances. The goal is encapsulate the crawl space portion of the house, which includes sealing the vents, installing your ventilation fan, and installing a dehumidifier. My question is, what do I do for the split level side of the house? That's where the garage is. The door to the crawl space opens into the garage, by the way. Even if I can control humidity in the crawl space, the split level side will always have a high level of humidity due to the garage doors, and that is very, very true, Pedro. I do not understand, even around here in Tennessee, I drive by in neighborhoods and the doors are just raised slightly. Okay, normally that's, to allow their pets to go in and out of that garage, but it builds up so much humidity inside of there unnecessarily. Keep in mind, garage doors are not very good air sealed anyway. There's open, you can see daylight normally through the garage. There's hardly ever any insulation on the garage. So not only is all that humidity coming in, but depending on if the sun's rising or setting and hitting that garage door, it's creating a lot of heat inside of that garage. So they are a nightmare when it comes to controlling humidity and making them energy efficient and things like that. And it doesn't seem like builders put a lot of attention. As a matter of fact, the house that I have, they didn't even insulate the exterior walls of the garage. It's crazy. All right, so you got even the walls themselves are getting baked all day long and causing the garage to get hot. So I'm going to share with you what I did. Now, my garage opens up into my living space. The living space obviously has dehumidification. It sounds like your garage is surrounded by crawl space, and then maybe the second level of the home sits on the crawl space and the garage. Hopefully I'm getting it right based on how you explained it to me. But what I would do in that situation, encapsulate the crawl space, and that should control humidity in the living space above the crawl space. I would also put in a dehumidifier inside the garage, okay? And I would insulate the garage door. If it's not insulated, it's going to be difficult to air seal it, but certainly insulate it. All right, as a matter of fact, we did a video many years ago about me DIYing my garage and insulating it, and I'll put a link to that down below. But it's a bit of a task, but it's well worth it, because that way you've got humidity being controlled in that garage by its own dehumidifier. Every time you raise and lower the garage door, that humidity is going to be taken care of. And you know what? Even when my garage door stays closed for a long period of time, that dehumidifier still runs. Now, my house, I have a bonus room above the garage, which is why I'm trying to control humidity in the garage, because I don't want that humidity to rise up into that bonus room to cause it to become humid and possibly grow mold and different things like that. So hopefully that makes sense. I would put a dehumidifier in the garage as well as encapsulate the crawl space. And then if for some reason you have a basement also attached to that garage, it may require its own dehumidifier. And that's unfortunate that I'm talking about 3 dehus. But if you put the dehu in the garage that's very humid and try to duct that air into the basement, okay, the relative humidity inside the garage is going to cause that dehu to run more often and could dry the basement to the point to where it's too dry. Okay, so that's why it's not a good idea to have the dehu sitting in the garage, have the dehu run based on the relative humidity of the garage, and then duct the air into the crawl space or the basement. I would have 3 separate dehumidifiers for 3 separate parts of your home. I hope you make it a happy and blessed day, and we'll see you later.